my rookie linebacker I drafted, that Cold Springs nigga. Man, he been balling. I'm talking about the last. He dinner and scored, I think, on defense the last 3 weeks. But it was the last 2 weeks for sure. He picked up a fumble, took it back. He had 2 picks one game and ran one back. I'm like, bro, dude going crazy. But what pissed me off is that they still ain't hit him up for no trade, and he a normal. I'm like, this shit on some bull.
Downtown Detroit, it's Lion football as we jump right into the action in the first quarter of play. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
He got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st and 10, Clifton.
Bro, how did y'all leave the one nigga? I don't
Result
understand.
here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do
Oh
because
my
what
God,
they
who
want
is
to do
that?
is run routes
That look
that'll
lazy.
pull you out
I
of
knew
that
it.
spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do
So
because
do
you see
the
a guy cutting
threshold
that
work
in
for
that
them too?
direction,
Like, say
you
you
tend to
turn
go
it down,
towards
do
him.
it work for them too,
Absolutely
though?
love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within... the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh my God, bro, Mike Williams, bro. I mean, Mike Williams, Mike Evans, man, he's backing me.
Mike Evans, 82 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At their own And Detroit getting set to go
Like
now. The results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw.
Oh, yeah. Applewhite. Oh, yeah. To the races. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. To the races, baby. I ain't know. Yo, that nigga bid on that.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies a big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah,
what's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man
Them
talk
boys
about it.
was
Usually,
over there what they knew
Now
how.
that they got the touchdown,
I ain't gonna lie, it did look, bro, the helmets look so fancy when you start getting like they old helmets. You know, in that time they ain't had them. I'm talking about them bitches look fancy on them old helmets.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and this will not be returned. Offensive unit heading back out there now. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Now a throw to the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking downfield for
Pickett, oh, cool, I love you, boy. You been on that. You the only nigga who catch all the tips. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I see that.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on.
I applaud you. That's why you got named defensive tackle.
He's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Ain't that good. I got my white boy out there. That nigga ain't catching nothing.
2nd and 6.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. They'll get this to Ward.
Why you in that trade last season?
He's inside the 30. Going good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. He picked up the blitz. Were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz. Got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the 19-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And again, this time for the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 2nd down, it's Curtis. And he's going to take it in.
They know his name in the deep. We've been having all these home games, putting on for the fans.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one.
Big Curry.
Knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Gotta put on the meat, man.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The throw over the middle, taken in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
To number 89.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him well.
Nowhere to go here. He lost
Oh, yeah. Montez Suggs picked that up. Ooh, made that boy fumble. Who is that getting sacked? That ain't my boy.
No backs in the backfield.
Don't like
all
that.
receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit,
We
but not go down
score.
and fumble the ball.
That's what we do. We can turn
Now
in.
a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time.
We can turn
He's able
in.
to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
4 receptions,
Those are the
130
kinds of
yards.
plays
Tyreek
right there to
Hill,
show
you
you
hear
why
me?
he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going.
Get up in there. Power. Oh, can they hear you? I don't think they can. Y'all seen it.
Broken our tie as they take the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half
Apple
that
White.
leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's up and
Hang
good,
in
and that'll
that,
make the score 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, y'all better
This
tighten
taking
up,
it
bro.
about 4 yards deep.
Y'all just had us in
No
the
effort to
little.
bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for
You got it.
Let's
Come
get
on,
back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they'll take the yardage and take
look at the Buccaneers coach. He look like a hood
Right,
nigga.
trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, Clifton to Evans on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside
Man,
the
'cause look at him though,
45.
bro. He bald head,
Drive
black.
starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that
Mhm.
pickup. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their
And
confidence.
if he don't get no sack,
3
he don't
yards on
get
the
no
pickup
trade.
there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a the run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is
You're not playing them games as extra big. You sound like a D nigga.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
oh, what did I do? Oh, come get him. Them boys on these. But why he got all the sacks, bro? He must be on the good side. Not saying I'm hating, because he is my rookie, but I mean, I kind of want my other guy to be, you know.
Starting to witness time and time again.
Nah, the other nigga is Cold Spring. It's just this game, he ain't getting no. You feel me? I feel like that nigga on that other side must be trash. So I'm gonna swap him out.
So here are the Lions to take over.
They're
on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah. He always break a tackle. That's why dang, he's hurt.
Nice little gain. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
Shit. Oh no! Did you just drop the ball?
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh yeah, come on. We finna run the formation where you're not in. We finna run the formation. He's not in. Come on, man. It's third and inches anyway. You gotta come out though for that. You know what? Stay out for a couple of minutes. That was good unexpected right there, bro. He dropped it, bro. It was a wide receiver shooting.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So
no, don't tell me that was a forward pass. Come on, my baby, you get busy in that pocket.
You're right. They need to stem the
yeah, you see it? Ooh, them boys blocking. That's one thing I can say I did this year, though. I really went. I drafted a couple linemen, and then I went and got some boys out of free agency.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They be blocking, man. You having some time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Got me that one superstar I went and traded for.
Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, he come get in there. He got number one. That's that boy Ward. He don't play. I should have hit him with a deuce. You know these niggas ain't really got no moves.
When you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen.
Come on, man. I told you it's bad for their health.
Talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to join the coach in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's caught at the 3.
Better get in there. Get a pump. Dropping the ball. You saw, Coach, I'm going to make it up.
And the Lions add
on
to their
96
lead.
speed. You Cole Hardeman to Apple.
Play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion. This time for the score.
I like how they stuck with it down there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Well done, bro.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
You don't know what I've been doing to my team.
It is. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
Yeah, bro. We fast. We ain't worried about wide receiver you no more. Because they ain't no superstars like my last team. But you know what? One thing that is, though? They fast, bro. two of
line
them. Yeah.
long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Oh, baked me, man.
To the races, down the
Yeah,
right
that's a nice way to
side.
come back.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin,
Yeah, we
78
ain't wide receiving
yards.
you
And the
feel me?
Bucs
But
get the quick
we
strike
got 97
touchdown.
speed,
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun.
and then we end up just
Back and
drafting the
forth. Well, it's
6 foot
not fun for the
96.
defensive coordinators, but offensive
Yeah,
coordinators are
man, he's
enjoying it.
just
Yeah, they're
backup
having
to Big
streaks
Bro
here,
who
aren't
got
they?
him the
Being able to
little
put scores
beat.
together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes.
Didn't he
That's
start
what
with a
we've seen with these
96?
offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so
So you
far.
at a
Fun to
97
watch.
now?
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oh, you got two other receivers?
Getting down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Oh yeah. And that's the other 95. Okay. So yeah, you already knew about dude. I had 97, but in this last draft, I picked up a dude who had a 96 speed. And then I got that one nigga who got them traits last season. He was a 94 speed, but he done went up one to a 95. Hey, but the thing is, I don't got no short receivers. Like, you feel me? I don't got no short receivers like Applewhite 6'1", 187. Feel me? Then the other nigga, the Quentin Ward, he 6'2", 192. Then this rookie 6 foot, 175. They little, but man, ain't none of them in the 200. That boy weigh 175. I ain't even noticed that. That's why he fumbled. Last week.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
I did that. I
Good
get
job in
that
the
drive.
passing game, decent job
Y'all
in
did
the
me
running game,
wrong.
but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus
Bust up
far, it
on
feels
me.
like they're
Oh,
calling
wow.
this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse,
And
however.
then who was the quarterback, bro? I
With
think,
that
bro.
completion, he's now north of 200
Not
yards here in the
mistaken.
first half. Boy,
The
a tough
quarterback
start for the
that's
secondary
playing for the
defensively.
Buccaneers right
And it's
now
got to
is
put a
Matthew
dent in their
Stafford.
confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
10 at the 40-yard line.
What game on there right here?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be an incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout.
I almost did some
With 2
dumb
seconds remaining in the second
I'm glad I
quarter.
looked. You know when you just be running plays.
So with 2
Come on,
ticks
bro.
left here in the half, on is the
2
field goal
seconds
unit.
left in the
From
second
left hash, it's
quarter.
a 36
Finna go to halftime. If I don't call timeout.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll we'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man, Jonathan Coachman, at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Getting caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. 20-17, your final. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to Heinz Field to check on the Steelers. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns.
Man, dude over
Baker
there
Mayfield,
just threw for
5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Okay, they show you like this.
Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators,
Minnesota
Randy
on the
Cotton
losing streak
and
after they
Charles
lost
Davis.
us. We fucked them, bro. Cause why it was, I felt so real, bro.
Right, Coach,
so it was like week 4 or whatever. We had to play Minnesota,
3.
and I had up getting like a message as like a coach. You feel me? They said, how do you want to handle the preparation or something to get ready for this Minnesota defense? They ain't allow more than 17 points. You feel me? This whole season.
Just a little pass there.
So you feel me?
26.
Man, you feel me? So I tell you, feel me? We gonna commit to scoring touchdowns, but I go look at they schedule. Man, them niggas really ain't letting no
these last
niggas
few
score
drives.
past
It has been a
17.
struggle, hasn't it?
What the
Totally, and
fuck?
you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Commit to scoring like 3 touchdowns, I think.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Little pass to touchdown.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
My holding, baby, boy.
So apparently some grabbing in the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. Slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. Look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Man, he calls for fumble, bro. That's big. Gonna hit, bro, on that punt return as soon as he caught
The
it.
Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Lindsey. He'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's gonna get all. He's gonna throw it out right now.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, no, this is
That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Curtis, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
No, I already know. Yeah.
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
46-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, Clifton, quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
Man, I was supposed to pick that, man. Because he thinks, bro, these dudes just think I'm crazy,
It'll be
bro.
third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Able to find Willis. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To number 80.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And a Buccaneer first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 21.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. operating from the gun.
Hey, oh my God! Why didn't you catch it? What? Bro.
Incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
Man, y'all, you don't. Oh, no,
That's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB. And oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throw caught there by Willis.
And
he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Buccaneers 24.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Bro, he didn't say that. Oh, okay.
And they wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Finding his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, complete. It's Murray. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays.
Trump is done that. Yeah, I deal with the computer.
32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football.
A touchdown.
That one into a big play.
What?
3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Devin White charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Gano's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
34. Buccaneers 24.
So his second field goal in the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, Clifton. It's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down. Clifton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yards to go.
Off the play fake. Clifton. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Willis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Operating from the gun, Clifton. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Clifton. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Gronkowski the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
They just cheated, bro. So these dudes just flipped their plays and did some bull.
Probably
So
going to
we're
rely on the
forced Chris
onside kick coming
Godwin
out.
was
Yeah, they have
just in
to.
the
It's not a
tight
high
end.
percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Buccaneers.
Extra point splits the
So this
uprights.
happened today?
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Lions, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
That must be little tacos. Oh, he got it? Man, they cheating. I ain't see him get a sack, but hey, he can roll off that carpet. Throw it and roll. Hey, throw it.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, we got that boy Chambers making a name. Green Bay, good divisional game, man. Let's slow this man down. I think they only lost one game that was to us. It's the end of the season. No, we ain't playing the season. No, we ain't playing them yet. Oh, they done lost again. They 3-2. We the only ones.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get. sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby.
Man,
Sometimes I need to vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
I'm mad as hell. I don't got them. He said 7.
The boss made it, you labeled amazing. Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the This nigga destination, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Oh my God. Yeah, man, you doing it. Dude, look at his legs. He's like, I'm gonna keep this plate in place and I'm gonna go crazy. Oh, the little kid Bob, happy to eat. Damn, man, I need me some in it. God damn, man. No, you know that's when they get one of the same shit. That's just like sloppy Joe. You be blocking the V74. The trend. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, you friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'm gonna go fast. Hey, diving on the pool. I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. Oh, this was the team room. I'm ready to race. No, don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find. Just say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win. Oh, they really don't. That's crazy. No one tripping. Nope. And they don't even got no black pants. I thought they had some. I could have sworn I just was wearing black pants. I might not have been. I think I was wearing black jersey.
I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't trying to get.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
In our home field, we're going to feel
We come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that
if they looking like that, I about would.
They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Ooh!
He played pretty well. I mean,
you ain't see that dude on the line. Okay, he got him a start trade and get the push in.
That's just hollow.
Oh, yeah,
don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Bro, this game's cheap.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week.
Come on, bro. Like, what they got going on? Giving these other dudes all these trades. They're not earning it. Yeah. Oh, go get him. They're not earning that, bro. They're playing 10 minutes in a minute. I ain't getting enough stats in the season.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get
at least on offense I am, but on defense I'm for sure not.
It is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
Oh my God, bro.
And he's going to be
luckily he's doing all that fake stuff.
So let's see about the call.
Look at that, bro. That's what he did, doing all that fake shit.
So this will be accepted as
they be acting like these niggas change the direction on a foul.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Bro, damn, Rodgers did some Rodgers shit.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Damn, bro, then Devontae Adams, like, that's 3 X factors on one team, bro.
I mean, they're pounding lockers and they can't wait to get out there. When you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Let's go. Grab him. Beat him. He was going to try to throw that thing.
So quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
Kick it. Bro, Langley, I ain't. Man,
and he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short.
And they going
for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Man, then they still got
the
it.
connection here to Bourne. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Yeah, bump that nigga.
Brought down at the 20-yard
Bump that
line.
nigga.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he will get
Bro,
this
didn't dive
into
over
the
him.
end zone.
Yeah,
Touchdown, Green Bay.
These X-Factors, bro. Ain't no reason none of these
Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand the
all they do is throw short
touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. If they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big time game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, the ball.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week. It's his first one. Here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the
Man,
defense
then he
making some
can't
changes.
Bro, that's a big
but I
hit.
wouldn't necessarily just
That boy wasn't
absolutely
ready
go
for
in
that.
the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Oh,
Rodgers.
I love it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
After
We
one,
gotta get some
7-0
pressure back
on
there,
EA
bro.
Sports.
That's
Score,
what
Packers
got
7, Lions nothing.
No pressure.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Pick it! Pick it! I love you. There that man go. There you go, cuz. There you go. I'm telling you. He deserves it. Man, they don't be giving me no traits, man.
It goes without saying,
Cold
but
Spring.
I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender.
It was
from
like
there.
a tip ball,
He didn't have very far to go
and
before
he
he gets
came
to the
down
end
with
zone,
it.
and he got
And
there
he
in a
ran it
hurry.
back to the crib. That's the touchdown we need. I'm trying to understand what y'all was doing. Oh my God. Ooh, bad.
It's up and
I'm trying to figure out what y'all was doing, bro. Y'all went into the 50. Like, y'all was out there clueless.
Getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's what he needed, baby. Oh, man, that's cold, bro. They tripping supposed to been off for him to trade. Breakout play. He's been breaking out. He's a rookie that's been on the fucking defensive player of the week twice.
Down officially at the 21. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him.
He probably got the most interceptions at linebacker this season. Oh, man. I done counted 4.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. Looking deep for. Oh, this is taken.
This is whack, man. I've seen that. That was not bad.
Working across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Yeah, I wish you would think you about to do something.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Open man is born. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard
go for it on fourth again.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong?
Oh, my God. Who is that on their D-line?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The dude was kind of really done.
On 2nd down now. It's Curtis.
Yeah, I did change it. If they had one that said 760, then it was one that said 760, 60 frames per second or something like that.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted,
yeah, I was just looking at that too, though, while you said it, like on certain plays. I was looking at that though on like certain plays. I was like, man, this looking kind of HD. Oh, that's the play right now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd
down. I see. Man, what be up with him doing that? You ain't cut for real? Or is that me? Or is that the pass?
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick.
Somebody go hit him.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did in their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
I mean, they ain't getting no
try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers.
I seen that, but I don't know why I did that. Like, man, I thought he was going to be
fast. Not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Because they had a little error thing by saying, like,
that hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Man, he didn't fumble, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Like, he took off. He didn't fumble.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
moment. Let's go, because I was going to take that.
A sack back at the 24. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
They might as well put the gritty on Madden. I was just watching the little
great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
Everybody in the league want to do it now.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but
either way. You got it. I just went right past it.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock.
Oh my God, cuz. Now that is fake. What? Like, what is going on, bro, with that, bro? Like, why are they letting they deep? What? He jumped that from behind, bro.
Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
You know, that going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
I'm done today. It was a whole body right there. He didn't do nothing. Number 32. What? This game be doing it. Y'all know, bro. What? Oh, bro.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased down.
I'm not going to let you do that bullshit.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Man, that's some shit, bro. I throw a kick, man.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So that ain't that. How's that intentional ground? They be cheating me, bro.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
Clearly wasn't outside the tackle box. Clearly.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Buying time to his left.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Personal, yes, sir. He knew I threw that out of bounds. He still want to hit me. I love it.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get this to Ward.
Ooh, I needed that. That's what they be doing to me. Yeah, that was a line, man. He wasn't supposed to catch that anyway.
Will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Going to the sideline.
Hey, no, your boy here like this. I'm
on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, we can make this field goal. We probably won't
So on
make
3rd down,
it.
the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Nope. Wow, it landed right in his hand. When have I seen that happen?
So we're at halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it.
We can't get nothing going.
Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
39-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The running back again.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'm done. I'm done. They own that. They own it all.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive.
They out here playing man-to-man.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Rodgers operating from the gun. Open man is the tight end Troutman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Because they got these abilities.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 27.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now, yeah, I'm done.
Incomplete.
Yeah, because y'all doing it.
To hold on to that one.
Then, bro, why is he steady rolling out, bro?
On second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yards to go.
Bro, just click on the dude next to him, bro. Why y'all making me skip all the way to the corner? Y'all know who I'm trying to get on.
From the gun. Rodgers.
GG. Bye-bye. Game over. They can have you.
Devontae Adams with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
He'll come harder next week. Oh, we just lost by a field goal, bro. Why was I just finna hop back in the game? I got one shot. Man, y'all sound crazy. Let's just be man-to-man this game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So
man, we lost by
empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
So you streamed?
You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long
I didn't know
shot.
what you was. I thought you was because you said something about the
So for Green Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
No.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
He said, I know I'm seeing them in the off.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
And we got a bye week. Are we back on the weekly award? Look at him. He back up there. Man. And he ain't got no breakout, nothing. And he's a normal. 5 tackles, 2 interceptions. 2 weeks ago he was up there. Man, come on, he was back to back. Bro, man, week 1 he was up there, man. Bro, dude done been on, man, this game on some bullshit, bro. What I gotta do to get a breakout scenario for a linebacker? That man getting sacked and catching picks. Should I move in the middle linebacker, man? I think that's what it is. I ain't giving this nigga shit. He ain't even a rookie no more. Play the whole season. Dude got 5 interceptions this season. 6 sacks. How many touchdowns? 2 touchdowns.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
You don't need to be arrested. I don't like football words.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. The mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LID. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that list, you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to know. KC with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the race front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. What you gonna do?
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Y'all foolish, man. These niggas won the next week, so now they we tied at 5 victories.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game, over time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gonna act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Before I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Spoiled plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Pull you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo
style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree Tree, and shout classy. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael V in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back. When it's up the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. This when I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You free smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'm
back at home. Yeah, Green Bay gotta come out. Shit.
diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out. So
Who is T.A.'s son? He was on my live talking about, yo, 33 minutes ago.
The first 2 months of the regular season down, what will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Ooh, there he go again, cuz. Pick 6. Come on. Come on. They don't want to give you no trade. Come on, cuz. You didn't. No, here.
They will be led out by
They don't want to. They want to deny that this dude is the best defensive player in the league at a 1 year old. He do it all. He is Isaiah Simmons. Who Isaiah Simmons should be.
Having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off.
Yeah, come on, use that speed. Look, McCole Harden.
They'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 1. Flushed out right. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I like how my line is blocking.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. The 3-yard line. That's going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Love it when I catch y'all in that group field.
From 40 yards out, and the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
All thanks to that boy. That
was
guy.
No going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Look at him getting kickoff.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Shit up.
At their own 25-yard.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. You got to laugh that one off and not it's very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A little whooping. You know, me about to cheating ass Green Bay. You gotta make transfer.
Throwing again. Barber.
There we go. I did it. Get up. Get what you deserve. Get what you... I did it. You didn't get to doing that. If you want to know what, cuz you right. The white dude gonna get fouled there. I just noticed there wasn't up there. He had to dance like there. That was an extra one they used.
They're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Oh, it did? I didn't even see it.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here.
Everybody can do it again.
Nothing first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting
bro,
the
it say racism on the back of our
helmet. To the end zone for the pick 6.
Ooh.
So they throw the pick
that
6.
boy, what's his name? I don't even know his name. Alex, I think. Callahan.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And
Yeah,
job on here,
doing
Charles,
it
just
out
keep
here,
possession
man.
of the football.
Well,
2 drives, 2
I'm
turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down.
We ain't having that. Oh, he broke the tackle.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a hold.
Cause y'all boys just get to move in direction.
Give him 5 on the run. And
They
he'll be
got
left
me
with a
got
3rd and
busy like
13.
that.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, Barber. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first.
Damn, that's my boy, Hockenson. He got rid of it.
But it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, ain't nobody going to block?
We'll call that a 43-yard touch on the return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. A little success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, yeah. He gets again like that.
Get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Big bro.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And
He's about to
6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
I seen you, young boy. Once I seen it was man-to-man, I had to come to you. The rookie, man, get some.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
40 extra points.
Little McCall, they got my nigga Applewhite on rocks over there. They already heard about him. He's easy 100-yard receiver. Over there, like the shit they feed in. So we going Little McCall.
Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Set now to kick this one away.
Them boys
and off it
be out at practice relay racing.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be
returned. Come out to the
25.
You go 50, I go to other.
The field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is
calling every play for a big shot downfield.
You're not thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Man, yeah, get him.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they
throw that pick if you want to. Why would you back up? What the
fuck? But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Now a first down carry.
Yeah,
and he's going to be met at the line of
hey, man,
it
ain't what, bro, what's crazy, cuz, that you say that. Why, I don't know why I ain't say this the other day. When I was on the little,
So after the run for no gain, here's second
and 10. I think I was on the little YouTube drop stock shit, and I was waiting on the shits for Best Buy or whatever. And I seen a nigga in the little comments on some. Meanwhile, I'm playing the new Heist GTA.
You can see the time and effort.
I literally seen that shit, and I was thinking like, man, he's straight playing, but me at times, I was just say FIFA. But I thought like, man, this nigga swear he's playing a new Heist. The fuck they got going?
Looks like they stopped him short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was gonna say,
normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it as they go for it.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game.
Damn, bro, you didn't even block nobody. Why you clapping?
More as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
Knowing you on the
spot. Not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play.
Is there not nobody on him?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh.
He's taken down by the Saints. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Get back there. Smack
the punt team on now as this one's
set away.
Yeah,
you better.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Barber.
Man, come on, Kirkland. Damn.
It's a pickup.
Jump them off like they be doing that.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Kamara. Boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw.
Man, then he keeps throwing it at the last second. That boy on his neck.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Barber. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Oh, yeah, that was
Claypool. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Barber.
Take that
and here he'll get it down to the 7. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, let me just get the rock. We know what y'all on. Nothing. LaFranklin.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh man, cuz that's a little trash. Cause man, if he would have just ran a go route, it would have been easy.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty.
Why would not throw it to my niggas? I know you be just sitting on the sideline. They be making money up, man.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So we gonna get something on y'all.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure.
If it's something, we gonna get something.
Down just shy of the 20.
How I open this playbook up.
So a challenge coming
a
down
booth
from the booth,
review.
and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes.
Y'all know who to play with. Let's get it, baby. Looking for the long ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Man, little goals. He throwing needles out here. Come on, man. You ain't scared. That's true.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
It changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that,
even though we done cost that man a lot of interceptions.
Or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half.
I was about to say, what the fuck is going on?
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
I just touched down, made a whole 100. Hey.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
Don't grab that, man, bro. We do not play these games.
They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
You heard that nigga, what he said every time. Every single time you think you about to run. Coach, man, that's a nice word. Halftime pep talk. Love the way we playing out here.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in the Golden State. Minnesota heading for warmer climates
what Minnesota
to
doing?
take on the LA Chargers. And it is the Chargers who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chargers still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 38-27 was the final. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. 24-21,
I like this,
the final score.
Don't know who them names is.
Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Take that bitch off.
Taking it about the 1.
Block him.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening
get the ball back.
of the second half.
We have to get out there and make a fucking stop.
Halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Shit.
On first down.
I seen the block. I seen the block. You know he got that DC dude. That's what they said he came in with.
It's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
It's what we call Coach I for him. I don't need just so fast. I need somebody that can see. Make that extra cut if needed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. He's
that left guard smashed it. I see your shit lighting up, blood. I'm gonna keep running right behind you. Yeah,
that's a good start for him.
Get your teammate on. I love to see that.
Because they are playing this
y'all
game
waiting on y'all
at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, it's Curtis. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 38. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Now they'll switch it
Ooh,
up
I seen it. I seen it. He baked him.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
See you out there, Brody. Smash. Yeah, 77. Go to that linebacker and make him feel that.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team.
We running this bitch.
Because we ask them to just
keep going, keep going.
People to make tackles, but when he can make the play himself,
that one is.
As we just saw there,
that's because he was on that little double. And throw that.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
What can we get going right here, y'all?
He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hell yeah, we're going for the long ball.
Upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hopefully they ain't, man.
Looking to throw.
Caught the block. Let's go.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
The boys said they love their QB. Look at Okuda over there coaching them boys. When we get back out here, same shit. Same shit. He ain't stopping shit.
Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up the first down.
Get up in there, could you?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
You don't take some short routes just like Okuda do me. Oh, damn, Steve.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Oh, this touchdown. You know who I'm running behind. My boy Nelson. He told me, Coach, I got you.
Great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys continue to pull it on.
Love it.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you, Tony.
He did.
Workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he's able to put it through.
The one just
so that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown.
Before you get on that commentating, singling my boys out. I'm gonna do that over here. All this one for all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Get up in there.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
No, he's not playing. But he never just try to run the option.
Back at the 40. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third
Well, he's going to be back on the defensive player of the week, though. No kidding. He already got 5 tackles. He already got a pick. Only thing he don't got is a touchdown.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barber. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back.
You tripped me?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there.
Yeah,
And that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like,
you would
okay,
be playing tight end on another team and not fullback? Oh, I see you. You think you'll be playing tight end on another team and not fullback? That's cool.
22 yards there, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. And brought down reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out to his left. Side complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
No. Dang. Why did he pick up that route?
So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Oh my God! Damn,
space
man.
there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
That's some bullshit, bro. He get baked by fucking running back, my nigga.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Barber. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
What's he on the sleeve clock?
First down. On 1st and 10. Barber. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pick. Oh, my God. Now, you ain't do that. Now, is that me? Did I make a mistake and make you do that?
Following the incomplete pass.
I might have to stop pressing triangle.
Operating from the gun. Barber. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
I'm fucking these niggas up.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Yeah, Kirkland. Don't be no punk.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Damn, that was a pick, my baby.
Back to the air on second down. Barber. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Not dropping.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a solidify.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barber. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Man, what the fuck was that?
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
Saints 6.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable.
I'm not gonna lie, that boy be getting yards on kicks.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He always get a bud of 20 seconds.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Dominated.
On 1st down, it's Curtis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The pass.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Finding his target, it's Warner. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the
30. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Detroit, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they are barely afloat as they fall 4-5.
I swear we done lost both away games.
As they're not back in action until week 11.
I'm
Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nice shit going on.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Breakout player. Who could this fucking possibly be? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he did catch a pick and run that bitch back. Bro, they ain't fucking with screens. It must be something with the linebacker then. Damn. I know, Coach. I know, you know, Coach. The more tape I watch on, he's starting to make it. Did you see his touchdown? Hold the Raiders to less than 150 passing yards or get Alex Jimenez. No, I'm not finna bet to hold these niggas under 150. Man, these niggas be throwing this bitch on Hall of Fame.
You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate, watch you skirt.
Yeah, we gotta come be zone in. No fly.
I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, you gon' I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go. I get it go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
Man, not Logan Youngblood. Man, go on, man. That was from the last week. Dante Youngblood.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight.
Oh, this a Monday prime time. Come on, man. Get your trait, young bull.
Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. So if y'all in denial, I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole
team. Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had...
Oh, yeah, we need parts of that.
3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Taking it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he wants
there we go.
There's at their own 43-yard line.
Wide open to probably go to him. He beat that nigga off the line like a jet.
And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got them the win. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
11 yards there, first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Down to 7 inches.
This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. It's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9 now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Curtis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
To throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught.
That's some shit, nigga. Patrick Mahomes.
From 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He's 10 yards short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Carr now on 1st down.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Bro, cuz, this is fake, bro. What? None of them picked that up?
But the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I
I'm
remember watching teams play.
Bro.
The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They cat, man. I cannot believe that. I ain't gonna lie.
On the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by
I
the
can't
receiver.
believe that they just made to make a fumble and nobody picked it up.
Touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. These two teams all tied after 1. On 2nd down, it's Curtis. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on the play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game. I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
In a big way, that was a statement long touchdown.
Yeah, nigga, that's Springs. He do that.
So the decision to bring it out of the end zone is a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Oh my God.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive.
No. Yes, block it in the bag, dude. This is fake. Yeah, because I was going to hawk his dumb ass down.
So take away the long touchdown. It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Sacked.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try to keep
bro, they're cheating.
In that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
At their own 41.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now. It's Curtis. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That nigga was wide open over there.
And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside and make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against the half of him and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll throw right side.
We can't get a juke on him?
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Dang.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I don't give a fuck.
Just 27
you should have
yards
called this sooner.
The drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
The final shot here before half for Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
come on, lineman. Now you want to push him all late. You're supposed to go find that nigga right there, man. He was up out of this bitch roll.
They do just that.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, my God.
This midfield almost to the 40.
I pressed the wrong button.
Taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of
that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
The 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Oh, this is cool, bro.
But he takes it up to the 40.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run pass option.
Bro, that's fake, man. They let me eat on me, bro.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Carr going to throw.
That was 10.
Complete to Reynolds.
Oh.
Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the big.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to take a shot. Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro, because they know they doing it.
In the end zone.
This nigga Derek Carr is
the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo.
Then they finally run it. Oh,
execute offensively.
It's that field goal.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Raiders 10.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to Ward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and...
They'll run on first down. Curtis. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
There's a first down throw that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, it's Curtis. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Maurice Hurst coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Now second and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. It is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this to Ward. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Tonight.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. A flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass. Come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole. Then I'm running. Get money. You ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you claim what you saw, but you weren't with it. I had to climb the harder to fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we did that, and that's how we.
What I did, can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it?
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I done. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's supposed to a guy with a plan. I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now